invite you to join me in prayer. God of grace and God of glory, as we gather to honor what has been accomplished and look forward to what is to come, bless us with gratitude for the gifts and privileges we enjoy. For the privilege of a private, value-centered, residential, liberal arts education, we give you thanks, O God. For the privilege to teach and the privilege to learn, we give you thanks, O God. For the privilege of living and working in a community that calls us to excellence and challenges us to be more than what we ever thought we could be, we give you thanks, O God. For the privilege of looking forward to our future with faith and with hope, we give you thanks, O God. As we soar to the highest of heights that such privileges bring, remind us, ground us, root us, great God, in the realities and needs of our world. May we never be so blinded by our privilege that we neglect our responsibility to serve. And finally, O God, thy blessing we do implore on Monmouth College evermore. May all our effort ever be, ultimately, to honor thee. Amen.
Welcome. Always good to see the chapel full. Students, I hope you're particularly pleased to be here today. When you arrive at college, there are certain things that you know you want to do before you graduate, right? You want to meet and get to know a roommate. You want to have good times. You want to get to know your professors, and you want to graduate, right? You imagine, right from matriculation at the very beginning, you start imagining what it's going to be like to walk across the stage at graduation. And some of you probably even say, I want to graduate with honors. And there's a well-defined procedure for doing that. You looked it up in the catalog. You noticed what grade point it took, and then you read your syllabi, and it said you have to get 95 on your exams to get an A, you have to do a certain number of papers, and you knew what you had to do there. Someplace along the way, you discovered that this event existed. There was an honors convocation. I remember when I discovered that in 1972. I was on a college campus. It was a beautiful day, and the seniors were walking towards the chapel, and they had ties on, and they, I can say they had dresses on, but I went to a men's college, so I think they had ties on and jackets. And I said to someone, where are they going? And they said, that's a by invitation event. Now, we're more open here. It's not by invitation. You were all invited. But to sit over in this corner required an invitation. And you get invited if you do something very special sometime in the 4 years. And I thought, what a sad thing it would be to get to the end of 4 years and not get invited, right? For someone to say, you've been here 4 years and you've not really done anything special. So maybe you thought that as well, and congratulations to the seniors who did something very special and have made it here. And some of you are first-year students, and you've accomplished that very early on. But when you thought about getting invited, you couldn't look in the catalog and see what was required, or the syllabus to see what was in the course. You actually had to simply go about doing things very special and doing them well. And so to be here, you had to achieve excellence. And you had to do it not because someone told you exactly when to do it. You simply said, let me go about Monmouth College working hard and achieving excellence. And at some point, you were working on a paper and you said, this is remarkable. This is particularly good work. And you got excited about it, not because you wanted to get an A in a course, or not because you wanted to get invited to this event, but because you got excited about excellence. And because you got excited about excellence, you've been invited here, and so congratulations for that. A lot of parents here. Isn't this a nice stop along a very long journey? Think about some of those steps on the journey. I bet you went through some of the same steps I do. Do you remember when your daughter was in the 8th grade? And on Friday afternoon, she said, you know, on Monday morning, I have to take a 4-foot bridge to school. And it needs to be built out of popsicle sticks and glue and wire. It needs to be a suspension bridge. It needs to be able to hold up 5 pounds. right? And you had a weekend to put that together, and it was too late to get it started, but somehow you took that opportunity to work with your daughter and say, we can do good work. We won't put it off as long as we did, but we're going to be creative and make that happen. Or do you remember when your 5th grade son says, I have a book report due tomorrow? Right? Sons put things off a little longer than daughters. I have a book report due tomorrow morning when I go to school, and I haven't started the book yet. I'm going to do a book report on Babe Ruth. And so by midnight, the report's done. And he thought, this is pretty good. I taught my son responsibility. He says, oh, and I also have to build a puppet of Babe Ruth to go with it, right? So you make the mad dash to the convenience store to get a box of Babe Ruth candy bars to make the puppet out of, right? You went through all of those things. I'm sure not exactly those events, but something along the way. You made those happen, and you were instilling the idea of getting things done and rising to the occasion and doing them a little bit better than they had to. And that's an important part, an important contribution of why these young people are sitting over here. So thank you so much for that, and feel good about that. And if you didn't do any of those other things, I at least know for sure that on a lot of Thursday nights you did practice spelling tests in the 3rd grade. And then there's another group in the audience that we're so happy to have here. And these are individuals who are the donors or representing the donors that made many of these prizes possible. If you look in the program or listen as these are announced, often the awards are named for a person. And we don't have time to describe the life of every one of those individuals. And the students, when you get an award, if it's named after a person, I ask that you think a little bit. And I'm not going to ask you to think about that person because you don't know them. But think about your very best professor. And imagine what it would be like after they teach another 30 years. And at a retirement time, someone says, that professor has been so special in so many lives that we want their legacy to remain forever. So we're going to name a prize for them. And so think of your very best professor, give them 20 more years of experience, imagine what that individual's like, and then think about that as the person for whom the prize is named and received, and I think that'll make it more meaningful to you. And of course the group down front, the faculty who make all this possible. And this really is an academic event and a faculty event, and that's why I'm going to turn this over to the Dean of Faculty, who will turn it over to the Chair of the Faculty Senate to talk about this as an academic exercise. Good to have all of you here today.
On behalf of the Monmouth College faculty, I'm pleased to welcome students and guests here this morning for this celebration of academic achievement. Students, congratulations to you for being selected for an award this year. It's your outstanding effort inside and outside of the classroom that we gather here to honor. I hope you'll use this moment and the award you receive not only as a marker of your achievement to date, but also as inspiration to carry you forward to future efforts in productive scholarship and good service. We're proud of you this day and proud to have you as students at Monmouth College. Because students and the faculty members they work with comprise the heart of a college like this one, it's fitting that the awards today are announced by the Chair of the Faculty Senate, Professor Stacy Lotz, and then also by the presidents of the Student Honorary Societies. I also want to say that in between these two segments, we'll take a few moments to honor the faculty for their good work with our students. After this honors convocation, everyone is invited to gather for lunch in the Student Center in Stockdale Dining Room. And then I also want to invite you to something else. This afternoon, beginning at 2 o'clock in the Huff Center, we'll have our Scholars Day. And that will be a presentation of many different types of student creative work, scholarship, research, experimentation, and I want to invite you all over for that as well. It'll begin at 2 o'clock. There will be various presentations and different points during the next 3 hours, and there will also be posters set up with students there to explain the good work they've done with faculty members in scholarship and research and creative activities. And now, to begin the awards, I turn this over to Professor Stacy Lotz, the Chair of the Faculty Senate.
Good morning to all of you. The named scholarships are listed in your program. These include both endowed scholarships and those contributed annually, and they are part of the financial assistance package of students who receive them. Many of these scholarships have great meaning for those who know the college well. Some of the scholarships are named in honor of donors or persons they seek to honor and memorialize, but all of them, in short, recognize outstanding scholarly achievement by their recipients. The names of all of our scholarship recipients are printed in your program. I would now like to have all of the scholarship recipients rise for our recognition. We continue our acknowledgement of outstanding scholarly activity by recognizing organizations to which students have been elected on the basis of their academic achievement. The first group I wish to recognize is Alpha Lambda Delta. Alpha Lambda Delta is a freshman honorary for students who have earned a 3.5 GPA point average over the first academic year. These students' names are listed in your program. Would the following students now please stand and be recognized? Carly Abbott, Carly Alvarado, Ryan Arndt, Emily Bell, Sydney Couch, Gage DeCook, Lauren DeVolder, Michelle Diane Dietrich, Haley Garrett, Amanda Hanks, Carrie Haney, Clarissa Henby, Margaret Faye Holland, Maxwell James Hall, Courtney L. Johnson, Philip Jones, Nicole Kamzik, Amanda Koss, Ethan S. LaFrey, Stephanie N. Lankford, Mackenzie Mailer, Elizabeth Meyer, Amy Miller, Sarah Myers, Nicholas Wayne Olson, Catherine Palestrini, Allison Razzo, Alyssa Riley, Dominique Shepler, Rachel Swigert, Kelsey Watson, Kayla Westfall, and Richard Williams. The names of the new participants in the honors program are also listed. Would the following students please stand for recognition? Ryan Arndt, Emily Bell, Cassandra Burton, Maxwell Hall, Mackenzie Mailer, Amy Miller, Heidi Neiman, Allison Razzo, Alyssa Riley, Adam Rubel, Tiffany Shaw, Rachel Swigert, Brianna Thompson, Jillian Voss, and Kayla Westfall. The newly inducted members of several departmental honorary societies are also listed, with the following new members of the Kappa chapter of Lambda Pi Eta, the Communications Honor Society. Please stand. Logan Bowman, Elizabeth Katuri, Kelly Klekas, Ashley Lutz, Kyle McCune, Taylor Nani, Jane Simpkins, and Samantha Sons. The following students are new members of Psi Chi, the National Psychology Honor Society. Would these students please stand? Brycey Corder, Sarah Frakes, Nicole Hurst, Danisha Rashid, Courtney Reed, Danielle Rhodes, and Siobhan Stahl. Would the following members of Sigma Delta Pi, the National Spanish Honor Society, please stand? Jessica Avila, Kimberly Boyd, Christopher Falkenrath, Robert Larson, Emily Masick, Molly Murdoch, Catherine Shipp, Elise Slezak, and Abigail Strohmeyer. Would the following students please stand to be recognized for membership in Alpha Psi Omega, the National Theater Honor Society? Courtney Johnson, Marissa Lewiston, and Nicholas Dadds. And finally, Sigma Omicron Mu is an upper class fraternity for students who maintain a 3.615 GPA or above with a minimum of 63 hours with a grade of A and no grade below C-. Would the following new members of Sigma Omicron Mu please stand for recognition? Molly R. Ball, Lauren Birkenstresser, Samantha Bundy, Kai Clays, Jacqueline Diskovich, Mary Grazinia, Quentin Guerrero, Leslie Hammer, Samantha Hendricks, Kyle Higginson, Michael Howard, Tara Kitterman, Taylor Koss, Haley Meyer, Robert Murray, Kathleen Murtaugh, Alex Knoll, Lauren Pearson, Danica Rogers, Noah Roseland, Ian Smith, Wesley Teal, Brad Winkler, and Colleen Zumpf. We now move to honor individual students who are being awarded special prizes and scholarships for their academic achievement this past year. The criteria for each prize are listed in your program. Please feel free to applaud for the recipients as they come across the stage to receive their awards. The Alpha Lambda Delta Sophomore Scholarship goes to a sophomore who is active in the society with the highest grade point average. This year there are 2 recipients. They are Caitlin Bolander and Christina Durante. The recipient of the Alpha Lambda Delta Marie Leonard Book Prize for the active senior member with the highest grade point average is Kai Clays. The American Philological Association Prize is awarded by the National Organization in recognition of an outstanding classics student. That award is Ann Cave. Ann is not able to join us today. The Archaeology Prize for outstanding work in the program goes to Ariel Fornino and Jal Watkins. For outstanding work in the department, the Art Department Award goes to Danica Rogers. Congratulations. For outstanding work in intermediate mathematics, the Hugh R. Beveridge Prize is awarded to Jared Johnson. The Freshman Biochemistry Award for outstanding work in biochemistry at the freshman level is presented to Mackenzie Gilland. And the Senior Biochemistry Award goes to Lauren Birkenstresser. For outstanding work in the department, the Biology Department Award goes to Colleen Zumpf. The Biopsychology Award for Outstanding Senior in the program is awarded to Noah Roseland. The winners of the John Clay Bruner Economics Writing Contest are Michelle Bruce, Kai Clays, Christina Harlan, Adam Hosty, Amanda Streeter, and Brad Sutcliffe. For the outstanding classics student from the region, the recipient of the Classics Association of the Middle West and South Prize is Timothy Morris. The Freshman Chemistry Award for the outstanding freshman in the program goes to Stephanie Langford. For the outstanding senior in the chemistry program, the Senior Chemistry Award is presented to Samantha Lania. For outstanding work in the department, the Classics Department Award goes to Timothy Morris. Presented to a student for outstanding work in English literature, the Eva Cleland Book Award goes to Leanna Waldron. The Computer Science Prize for Excellence in the Introductory Sequence goes to Jacob Barr. For outstanding work in upper-level mathematics, the recipient of the Paul Kramer Prize is Alex Brooks. For a junior who plans to pursue a career in public service, the Kenneth E. Krister Memorial Prize Scholarship goes to Morgan Hubbard. The winner of the Davenport Prize in History for outstanding work in the History Department is Nina Teresi. The Dean Epley Prize for outstanding work in sociology and anthropology is awarded to Andrew Dre. For outstanding work in calculus, the Lyle Finley Prize goes to Catherine Palestrini. Katie is not here today. The Roseanne Webster Graham Prize in Creative Writing is presented to Jacqueline Descovich. The Virginia K. Halenga Prize in Latin is awarded to Kimberly Short. In recognition of outstanding community service, the Huseman Service Award is presented to Kara Kitterman. The Illinois Classical Conference Prize for Outstanding Classics Student in the state of Illinois goes to Kimberly Short. The Don R. Josephson Memorial Prize for a student who does excellent work in the sciences goes to Colleen Zumpf. outstanding work in American literature, the Adele Kennedy Book Award goes to Alex Nall. The Lincoln Academy Student Laureate Award is presented for overall excellence in curricular and extracurricular activities to one outstanding senior from each of the 4-year degree-granting colleges and universities in Illinois. This year's recipient from Monmouth College is Alex Holt. The Lulu Johnson McCoy Prize in Music for outstanding work in the music department is presented this year to 2 students. Second prize goes to Daniel Reed. And first prize is presented to Elizabeth Couturier. For excellence in communication studies, the Lois Bailey McGann Prize is presented to Kelly Murphy. The William McKinley English Prize for outstanding work in the English department goes to Alex Holt and Wesley Teal. For an exemplary student in mathematics, physics, or chemistry, the Robert Mintier Class of 66 Prize is being shared by 2 students. They are Patrick Corrigan and Michael Steese. And Michael is unable to be here today. The Modern Foreign Language Department Award for excellent work in French goes to Jessica Bybee and Whitney Worrell. The Modern Foreign Language Department Award for outstanding work in Spanish is awarded to Jessica Avila and Philip Buckwinkler. For the outstanding student in forensics competition, the J. Nevin Prize goes to Amy Miller. The Philosophy and Religious Studies Department Award for outstanding work in the department is presented to Ian Smith. The 2 winners of the Physical Education Department Award for outstanding work in the department are Britta Dixon and Matthew Gatlin. The recipients of the Physics Department Award for outstanding work in the Physics Department are Molly Ball and Quentin Guerrero. For making a great contribution to the department, the Political Science Department Award goes to Bryce Ball. For excellence in psychology research, the Psychi Award is presented to Stephanie Letty. For outstanding work in the department, the Psychology Senior Award goes to John Caton. The recipient of the Public Relations Award for outstanding work in the program is Haley Meyer. For the best paper focusing on a topic directly related to the civilization of ancient Greece of Rome, the winner of the Harold Ralston Classics Essay Award is Ann Cave. The Jesse and Fielding A. Smith Award is awarded to 2 students for excellence in pre-service teacher education. For elementary education, the winner is Kimberly Howard. The winner for secondary education is Joseph Mason. The Wallace H. and Dorothy Riffenbach Spear Memorial is awarded to several students in political economy and commerce and in accounting. They are, in business, Robert Murray. In international business, Zachary Parks. In economics, Eric Weber. In accounting, Chelsea Witta. For the outstanding senior in the department, the theater department award goes to Jamie Kistler. The recipient of the Thompson Prize in Humanities for an outstanding piece of creative or scholarly work in the humanities is presented to Jacqueline Descovich. The Tri Beta Outstanding Scholarship Award for outstanding work in biology goes to Michael Derry. To the outstanding student in the Political Economy and Commerce Department, the Wall Street Journal Award is presented to Michael Howard. For outstanding service to the theater, the Wells Theater Prize goes to Marissa Lewiston. For excellent work by a student majoring in English with a strong interest in literature, the Philip Wheeler Prize in Literature is presented to Jacqueline Descovich and Mary Grzynia. Finally, for outstanding work in theater, the April Zorn Scholarship is awarded to Nicholas Stats. We congratulate all of the recipients of the prizes and awards, and I invite you once again to express your recognition by applause. I'll now turn this back over to Dean Timmerman.
Well, as I mentioned before, now's a moment where we can honor the faculty that have worked with these students on all of these different activities, from the science lab to the art studio to the theater to the humanities or social science classroom. And we know that behind all these students and the work that they've done are faculty members who were working closely with them, challenging, supporting, maybe prodding, critiquing, analyzing, helping in various ways. And so I'm going to ask the Monmouth College faculty to stand up so we can recognize them for their good work. And now it's my privilege to introduce Mr. Kevin Ross, the president of Blue Key.
The Blue Key Honor Society is a premier honor society that recognizes college students and a senior institutions of higher education for balanced and all-around excellence in scholarship, leadership, and service. Every semester, new members are inducted into this prestigious society for lifelong membership. The Blue Key Honor Society is unique that it recognizes upperclassmen at colleges and universities throughout the nation for exemplary and balanced record of achievement inside and outside the classroom. The special qualities of Blue Key members as they model service to others include intellectual curiosity with desire to acquire knowledge, modeling a significant pattern of leadership which contributes to the institution's student and campus life, service to the community, and citizenship, and expressing humility through the moral character and integrity, and a strong sense of faith in word. It is my pleasure to introduce the following students inducted into this year's Blue Key Honor Society. When your name is called, please stand up and until all names have been read. Please hold all applause until the very end. For the fall of 2011 semester, Brooke Anderson, Matt Armstrong, Jessica Avila, Kai Clays, Kayla Corzine, Alexis Fulkerson, Jessica Landry, Jessica Lindley, Courtney Reed, Kevin Ross, Roy Sy, Whitney Worrell, and Jennifer Wheeler. For the spring of 2012, Julie Batcher, Caitlin Bolander, Aaron Bromlin, Ricey Corder, Sarah Frakes, Eric Green, Dylan Harris, Jennifer Kruger, Kyle McEwen, Jake Neissaler, Allie Phillips, Colleen Sinclair, Melanie Stevens, Brooke Toohill, and Matt Young. Congratulations. Every year, the Blue Key Honor Society chooses one freshman male who has excelled in the fields of scholarship, leadership, and service. The person selected to receive this award is a prime example of all of these characteristics. While only a freshman, he managed to transform into a perennial leader on campus in the various activities he's involved in from the first moment he stepped onto campus. While excelling in the classroom, he also excelled in the college community as well. Among many things, he has accumulated a large amount of community service hours in the Monmouth area. As a new group on campus, Rotaract, or the Rotary Club, he was named as one of the directors. If that isn't enough, he participated highly in the SMC as a student government as the fraternity's student senate representative, and also sits on the funding cycle. The biggest accomplishment he prided himself in is recently being named president of his fraternity as a freshman Fiji. It is my pleasure to announce this year's Blue Key Honor Society Freshman Man of the Year to Mr. Jacob McLean. The Senior Man of the Year is one who is an excellent example and good representation of Monmouth College. Also, scholarship, leadership, and service is an important aspect when determining such a determined and worthwhile individual. The decision for this year's Senior Man may have been the toughest choice Blue Key has ever had to make. However, the recipient of this award shows exactly why it is great to be a Scot. From the very start, the individual had high expectations when entering Monmouth. This would not stop him. From getting highly involved in athletics to becoming a leader on campus, nothing would stop him. While participating in track and cross country during all 4 years, he managed to collect several Midwest Conference All-Conference Academic Awards and Midwest Conference All-Conference Academic Awards. As a double major in business and public relations, this person managed to excel in the classroom by achieving higher than a cumulative GPA of 3.4 in his time here, placing him in the Blue Key Honor Society as well as Mortar Board. But not only that, being highly involved in organizations that make himself better, but also making the Monmouth College community better as well. Almost, if not every organization that he is involved in, he is president or in the executive board or a leader. This includes being a lead Scout Ambassador, president of the Newman Club, and of course, head resident of Bowers Hall. I would like to sincerely congratulate this year's Blue Key Honor Society Senior Male of the Year to Mr. Jonathan Welton. I would now like to welcome Elizabeth Guturi, President of Mortar Board, who will present this year's Freshman and Senior Women of the Year.
First, I'm going to introduce our new Mortar Board members. Mortar Board is a national honor society that recognizes college seniors for their outstanding achievements in scholarship, leadership, and service. It provides opportunities for continuous leadership development, promotes services to colleges and universities, and encourages lifelong contributions to the global community. Gaining an invitation into Mortar Board is a significant accomplishment in one's college career. At this moment, I would like to call forth 12 young men and women who have proven themselves to be strong leaders in academics worthy of being inducted into Monmouth College's Mortar Board chapter. When I call your name, please join me on stage, and then I will tap each of you. So, Kayla Corzine, Roy Sy, Colleen Sinclair, Olivia Haynes, Alex Brooks, Clarissa Gardner, Brian Eagle, who I think isn't able to join us, Kate LaFollette, Jessica Jones, Allison Dever, who she can't join us either, Michelle Hutchison, and Emily Frazier. Do our Freshman and Senior Woman of the Year. Every year, Mortar Board recognizes 2 young women, one a freshman and one a senior, who have shown excellence in the areas of scholarship, leadership, and service. For their achievements, these 2 young women are presented with the Freshman and Senior Woman of the Year awards. This year's Freshman Woman of the Year is a young lady that in a year's time has already become a member of Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society and found herself heavily involved on our college campus. At this moment, I would like to call forth and congratulate freshman Mackenzie Mahler on her achievement and recognize her as the 2011-2012 Freshman Woman of the Year. The next young woman who is being recognized is one who in 4 years has achieved an unbelievable amount and has given and done a great deal for our college community. A member of Alpha Psi Delta, Panhellenic Council, Mortar Board, Residence Live, she's the head resident of Liebman Hall, and a number of other campus organizations, Sam Yagist not only excels in all she does, but she strives to ensure that all that are around her do so as well. At this time, I would like to bring forth Sam Yagist and congratulate her on being our Senior Woman of the Year.
All right, first off, I'd just like to get a big round of applause for everybody today. Great job. A lot of what we do here at this convocation is we recognize the past achievements of people, things that they've done before in the past year that have really made them outstanding members of the college community. But another really important thing that we need to do is look forward towards the future of the college. And in that spirit, I would like to recognize the two people who have been elected to the positions of President and Vice President of the student body. I am confident that they will do a fantastic job. President Katie Shipp and Vice President Dylan Harris. Congratulations. All right, as we close out the convocation, I've been asked to make a couple of announcements. The first is I'd like to invite you all to join us for lunch in the main dining room following the convocation. Everyone's welcome. I've also been asked on behalf of the History Department to ask all History Department members to join Professor Cordery on the front steps of Wallace for a picture. Thank you.
As we leave this convocation with our eyes fixed on the horizon of possibility and our feet seeking the path of righteousness, I pray that God might bless you and keep you, guide and direct you, be kind and gracious to you as you seek, explore, and discern all that you are called to be and to become. Amen.